Good morning, my friends, and thank you for coming to visit me for another shave. Today's excellent shave is brought to us by What are these people? Wet Shaving Products out of Chandler, Arizona. Yes. We're using their Gaelic Tweed today. And we have their matching aftershave and also a eau de toilet with the fire hose sprayer that's in the cabinet. I don't think I'm going to use that today. Our shaving brush today is a Friendship Shaving Macy, which is a Frank Shaving 19 millimeter synthetic. And we've already got our suds here. And our shaving implement today is the Kai Captain Clone. What, triple K? We'll call that. It's a folding version. I have a Camisori also like this. This one's silver. We're using a Feather Pro Guard, which has about 7 shaves on it, I think. After yesterday's scare, I didn't know if I had put a new blade in my Lord, so I took it out and transferred the blade from another razor, and I got a chance to do some measurements of that. We'll talk about that while I'm doing this other shave. This is only like the second or third shave I've done with this Kai Captain Clone, and so it's still kind of unproven to me. Although it's gotten a lot of love, the guys passed it around. It's all not as pretty good blade for a shave for a El Cheapo Grande folder. The tolerances are pretty good. It holds the blade nice, and overall it's not a bad product at all. And of course, wet shaving products, soaps have a pretty good reputation. I didn't have to load the brush very long to get a pretty thick. It's almost drier than I like to have, but it was overflowing the top of my shave bowl. And so I didn't put any water in it, but I figure it's gonna thin down a little bit as I put water on my face between passes. Back to what we were talking about, I had that I feel kind of an obscure offshoot in the Gillette line of their premium razors was that my Lord that I tried the other day when I got my Aristocrat out. I was transferring the blade one to the other. I was surprised by the similarities of the heads, so I did a little measuring, and they appear to be very, very, very similar, within a few thousandths of each other. Any measurement that I could think of was dead on. So it seems the difference between the My Lord and the Aristocrat is just in the handle. Handle of the Aristocrat is significantly larger in diameter than my Lord anyway. So I got a pretty good specimen. Condition wise, they're about the same for me. They are both keepers. I just happened to have the box for the My Lord, and the other one was a wild find when I found it at the antique store. It was encrusted in shave goo, And I got it home, cleaned it up, and it was beautiful. Now the task at hand we have here, this Tri-Captain clone. I recall last time I've used this, I was impressed by how well this thing holds the blade. I have a couple of feather SS's, and I like them very much, and this Tri-Captain is right up there with them as far as its handiness. The difference in shape right next to the skin, it doesn't have that little bump that the SS has, so some might say that it gives a little bit closer to our true straight experience in the shave. I don't know. I like it though. I don't see that. Well, maybe the little bump might stretch your skin a little bit. There's kind of a lip here, but it's not a pronounced lip like in the SS. So maybe somebody might make an argument that it's a superior shape. I don't really know. And because it's my face, I don't really care. I do like it though. And I imagine this is going to be a razor that's going to be making the rotation. This, and I have the two Camisori ones. I don't recall as to whether how I felt about the different, just having a Camisori handle. Definitely a little bit more blade feel with this hand holder. There's a skosh more blade exposure above where the blade is clamped here to the leading edge of the blade, and gotta watch your P's and Q's. Anytime you have a raw blade up against your skin, you can see I got myself a little bit right here. That's kind of a recurring theme, that same spot. I've gotten it a couple of times. So maybe it's something that's still healing and I keep whacking it. Okay. After two passes, I'm pretty much in DFS territory with the exception of my two little trouble spots here. I do need to brush up a little bit on my technique across here. I'm just not comfortable doing it. It feels awkward to me anyway. I'm reading comments of previous shaves when I mentioned that. It might look like I'm doing okay with it, but it feels weird. And I don't know why. Haven't quite figured it out. I've done dry runs, with the SS's with no blade in it, and just lathering up and using it, just kind of squeegee the lather off and trying to rehearse a shave. And I feel okay then, but then when I put a blade in, it seems to change its demeanor altogether. I don't feel too uncomfortable about my cheeks, but right here where we have compound angles, this is the stroke that I'm trying to recreate, kind of a sweep. And I seem to be having a little bit more success today now that I'm talking about it and thinking a little bit more, concentrating on what I'm doing. Being a single winger, you guys who are ambidextrous shavers probably have an advantage of getting that particular stroke, and it's just recreating it all with one hand. You have to do almost a Gillette slide as you're going across. I'd say with this platform, the clone, if you're curious about what a SC system is like, I'd say this would be a pretty good tool to start with. Before you drop the big bucks, try it out with one of these. There's no reason not to. I think I paid $11 for this thing. I'm not. I don't see how you could go wrong. That feels pretty good. Smooth all over. This is Thursday. It's choir practice night. I got the overall tingle. There's no stingies in one particular place, just kind of like, I note that I've gone over my face with a sizzlingly sharp blade. That thing is still pretty fresh. And there's no real bad spots, so I think I got the whole surface this time. I'm going to rinse up, clean off, and I'll be right back after this commercial message.
Well, I get so many more shaves from the Persona blade than I do stainless steel. I got 18 shaves out of the first blade.
British process Persona. Every edge uncommonly sharp, custom wrapped to keep them that way.
36 shaves out of one blade is fantastic. I can get more shaves out of one Persona blade than I can out of a dispenser full of...
Better than average? Sure. But if Persona doesn't give you more luxury shaves, we'll buy you or whatever blade you think is better.
Thank you for waiting, and welcome back. Today's Darn Fine Shave was brought to us by Wet Shaving Products Gaelic Tweed. I like the smell of this stuff. It's a little bit on the subtle side from the puck, but their aftershave is pretty good. It's got a lot of alcohol to it, so it has a little sting, but it has a good... I would say this is more of a summer smell, but it's nice. I'd use it any time, really. Our brush today was from Frank's Shaving. It's a 19mm synthetic, and it was part of a from Friendship Shaving user group, or the page on Facebook is what's called Macy. It's a really nice little brush. Our razor today was the Kai Captain clone with using a feather Pro Guard blade, and we finished off with, like I said, the wet shaving products Gaelic Tweed aftershave. If I have any criticism about their the product, is that it's very difficult to read what it is from the, if you're looking in the cabinet trying to find it. I would have liked to seen a little more contrast there, makes it easier to see. And then on their eau de toilette, the only way you can tell is from this wee little label on the bottom. So if you have, say, this one, and you have Matterhorn or any other products, you'd have to get them all out and look at each one until you found the one you wanted. But they're the atomizer it's a pretty thing. Got the etched glass on the front, and the atomizer itself is something of a fire hose, so you got to be a little careful how you use it. But you'll end up smelling great. Everything is fine with it. Well, that's it for today's shave. Yeah, thank you again for coming to visit me. I'm Major Rich on the Shaving Cadre, and you'll find me there in user, member content, I think, or in my video. This is my vlog, and you'll find me there along with a lot of other people. I'm not the only one that does videos. And if you find me on YouTube, like and share, or like and subscribe, and open invitation, come visit us on the Shaving Cadre. That's all we have for today. Look forward to our next shave, and we will see you then. Bye-bye.